We have the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken giving an address as of now. Let's cut across.
The power of that deterrent and our solidarity, I remain hopeful, will have an impact. But the other thing that I think is so important, and it's why more and more countries beyond Europe and beyond the United States are focused on this now, and I heard this at the Security Council yesterday, is I think there's a growing recognition that what is happening in Ukraine matters first and foremost to Ukrainians, but should matter to everyone in the world. Because what's at stake, first, yes, are the lives and well-being of Ukrainians, but what's at stake are larger principles that are at the foundation of the entire international order, an order established after 2 world wars and a Cold War, with some basic principles that are necessary to maintain peace and security. And those principles are being challenged right now by Russia in Ukraine. Principles like you can't change the borders of another country by force. Principles like you can't dictate to another country its choices, its decisions, its policies, including with whom it will associate. Principles like you cannot exert a sphere of influence to subjugate neighbors to your will. In different ways, complementary ways, but I believe powerful ways, countries are standing up for Ukraine and for the principles that are at stake. So we will continue to do everything we can for you, with you, and with our partners.
Also from my side, thank you for not only the question, but showing again how dear the situation is. Because if you're thinking about every citizen in your country, it's something different being a mayor in Kiev than being a foreign minister in Germany in this kind of situation. We've been in contact very closely, personally, but also with your government. And as I've said before, for us, it's not an easy decision. But if we are endangering by taking these steps that Normandy would not work anymore, this would be, in my point of view, also a big security threat for every citizen in Ukraine, because especially the situation around the contact line in the separatist areas, for every citizen there, you know it better than I do, is very crucial that we are coming back at the table to talk about Minsk. But we are looking at every request because we are standing side by side with you and your citizens. That's why when you asked for helmets, we were looking, my colleague here, we were looking how many helmets we could deliver. I'm sorry, it was only 5,000. We have now a new list. We look at the new list, what we have, what we can do. And I think it's really good that we are in frank and open exchange about these kind of things all together. But again, I mean, this is also what rightly your government is saying in those days. We have to ensure that the destabilization doesn't come from inside, from investments which are not coming anymore, from currency which is going down. And that's why I truly believe that the financial support is as important as the support with regard to security.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We could have gone on, and we have seen with the question of the ambassador there from Asia how other questions also have to be discussed. I have 3 takeaways. Number 1, German-American relations are at their best, and it's wonderful to see this good relationship. Number 2, the 2 of you, I think, were also instrumental to forge this strong unity that goes beyond EU and NATO, that goes together with all those countries that respect the rules-based international order. And my takeaway that this is also the way, we work on other challenges. And this comes now to the 3rd one. And there, I think we close the circle to the Secretary General at the very beginning. We can only succeed if we work together to also cope with the most pressing issues, I think, as you said, that is climate change and others. And we also plead to Russia to allowed to come back to the political solution, so we concentrate on those issues that really matter, that our population, our people are most concerned about. So thank you very much for coming here. Wonderful to have you had as my first panel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the coffee break. The program in the main conference hall will continue at 3:30 p.m. with a panel discussion titled Rising Tides, Scaling Up Global Climate Action. Please note that only participants registered for the session will have a seat. Thank you.
Side from investments which are not coming anymore, from currency which is going down, and that's why I truly believe that the financial support is as important as the support with regard to security.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We could have gone on, and we have seen with the question of the ambassador there from Asia how other questions also have to be discussed. I have three takeaways. Number one, thank you very much. Baerbock, you have already responded to the question of delivery of weapons, so maybe, Tony, you would like to say a few words there.
Sure. Mr. Mayor, first of all, it's good to see you, and I appreciate not only the substance of your words, but also the emotion behind them. And here's what I can tell you, just speaking on behalf of the United States.
WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.